The only thing holding you back is your mind. It is true. I imagine my life in such a beautiful way. When I watch certain videos like vlogs or just some sort of gaming video, I think about how I can do that too. Well, it's a dream of mine, right? Duh. But I actually have to take the steps to do it in the first place. This journey has been a long one, and one day I'll get to share my story about what has happened to me and what my life was. Today, I want to talk about how your mind really can set you back. You know, fear, right? How most of the time fear will just make us not want to move forward. Just like when you play a horror game, you are the one who actually has to move forward. Or you can just quit the game and watch someone else do it. To be honest, I do that. One, my laptop can't handle anything too crazy, and two, I just love watching YouTubers play games. I used to deal with anxiety every day, and it really made me not want to step forward for the things I wanted. When I was in school, I was scared to even be around certain people or events, just because I would be seen by others. That definitely stems from a childhood trauma that made me think that way. I was also someone who was a chronic overthinker when it came to everyday tasks. Brushing my teeth, doing any form of work, cleaning my room, doing laundry and dishes, almost everyday tasks became something I couldn't handle or believe I couldn't handle. I have said no to a friend's dinner because I was scared and I liked being at home more. When they stopped asking me to go to these dinners, I realized I was falling behind in life. To me, that's how it felt. Feeling like I was lagging behind these people I really trusted and wanted to be friends with. In the end, I messed things up by my fear holding me back. Fear was around every corner. I live in such a different life than I did 2 months ago, let alone a month ago. And I look back to where I came from. A place where I believed there was no hope in a world that everything was out to get me. Or underneath every rock was going to be a spider that would spring up at me. It was not true. You see, once I started doing a lot of more inner workings of myself, or I like to call it dealing with my shadow self, I got to blossom. Those nights of crying, not being able to sleep, spending my own time with people who never really cared about my own well-being, I got to move forward to the life I'm living now. I plan on making a video about my past friendships and the ones I recently left. That was one of my biggest game changers. Removing things that are not good for you will make you feel better. Of course, in the moment, it can feel gut-wrenching. You might even feel a sense of depression because you're leaving someone or something so close and dear to your heart. My question is, if you knew that leaving someone behind would bring you more joy, would you take it? I feel like a lot of you would say yes, but would never actually do it. Saying yes won't make it come true. You have to take that step. I call myself a professional from taking baby steps towards the things I want and love. Each time I would have to leave something behind that I cared about in my life. Of course, it doesn't have to be a person. It can be a clothing item that you never wear anymore. It can be a book that you never got to read even though you said you would. Turns out it's been sitting on your shelf for months or even years now. It could be anything that does not affect you on a day-to-day basis. Recently, I went through my closet to remove items I never saw myself wearing. I even brought back a skirt I wanted to try on again. I'm not going to wear that skirt. It did not make me feel like me. It goes for the same as people. Sometimes when you sit in your surroundings or environment and just listen. Listening can be a magical tool. I remember sitting in calls to hear others talk, make jokes, talk about, well, things. I liked listening to them. There was a point where I felt misplaced, just like a puzzle piece trying to fit into one that doesn't quite work. The people don't have to be toxic or remotely horrible to you for you to leave. It's just how you feel around them. If you feel like your energy is being drained from the smallest interactions, that is your body telling you to not be around them, or spend some time alone by doing your own thing. See, you can listen to your body and get to take that step forward of taking time away from those who made you feel drained. Or you can stay in the same place and continue to live in the same life you're living now. We all need a little adventure in our lives. The Hobbit is one of my favorite series to watch. Yes, I do plan on reading the books in the future, just give me some time. I love watching Bilbo learn and enjoy the company he never thought he would get along with. And he never got to realize how much he impacted to those people around him. In the end, they all enjoyed and loved being around Bilbo. Bilbo was a breath of fresh air for the dwarves. We all might need a little hobbit in our lives, but that's for a different day. Removing the energies that do not seem to be good for you can really make a change. Removing the energies that do not seem to do you good can really make a change. After a while of leaving in a bunch of trials and errors, you get to learn how to love and take care of yourself in ways you never thought you could, or things that you did as a kid that you've forgotten about. My favorite activity is running through sprinklers and creating a story filled with characters. There's a freedom that occurs when you become more whimsical or more childlike. See how kids tend to be themselves no matter what, especially when it comes to them being at a grocery store, being at a park, a museum, or even just getting some food. They will always be themselves in an unapologetic way. I recently watched PewDiePie's Mount Fuji vlog. In the vlog, Bjorn picked out a dress and got to wear it. He is only 3. He decided he wanted to wear it. Why? Because he wanted to. I mean, who doesn't want to wear a dress? They are so free and flowy, you can just do a lot. We all get to feel this freedom until the environment around us dims our light, makes us feel like being ourselves is wrong, or make us feel like we have to be like the others. Strongly believe if people, places, things make you feel like you can't be you, they are not for you. You can really lose yourself without realizing until something snaps you in, if you're lucky enough to even realize it. I am one of the lucky ones who got to realize places, things, and people made me feel like nothing, and that was a hard truth to see and acknowledge that it happened. That was another step I took for myself. Just a little reminder, you are the most Just a little reminder, you are the most important person in your life and should really take care of yourself. If you don't really know how, I recommend taking a break from things and sitting outside or even going on a walk. I know when I first started doing that, I thought everyone was looking at me and judging me. Turns out, no one gave a fuck. If you're fine with being outside, maybe try spirituality. It might help you. Reading a book or looking into a reading on YouTube or TikTok. You'd be surprised of how things work out when you actually take that step forward. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed being able to sit down and write a bit more from the heart. I've recently been going through a lot in my personal life and I felt like I couldn't speak my truth. But now I decided I should just speak my truth in my own way. It doesn't matter who hears, listens, or reacts to what I'm saying. It is my truth at the end of the day. I hope you have a great rest of your week, dreamers, and I'm so excited to see you in the next one. Keep on dreaming. Bye, guys!